it's Kezzie over here from KezziesCorner and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Kezia and this is my corner. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining again. Hi, I love you all. And for those of you who are new, I hope you get to stay. My name is Kezia. I basically post makeup videos. I love makeup. And I also post vlogs as well where I share my experience of my braces. And yeah, so that's basically Kezzie's Corner. So if you like what you see, I hope you can join my lovely family. It would mean the absolute world to me. So today's video is going to be all about my favorite spring eyeshadow makeup palettes. I had done this for autumn and I thought, why not do it for spring as well? So what I did was I chose 5 which are like higher endish, well really 4, and then the rest are all drugstore palettes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a separate one for my Makeup Revolution and my I Heart Revolution palettes because I didn't want to make these videos too long. So yeah, if you want to see that, I will be filming them in the coming days and hopefully uploading them soon as well. Let's basically get started with today's video. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then press subscribe. And let's go ahead and get started with what my favorite spring eyeshadow palettes are of this year. Let's begin. Let me start with the higher endish palettes. So let's begin with this one. Now this one is discontinued because obviously it was one of the holiday releases from Kylie Cosmetics, but I kind of love always reaching for it. I think it's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes from Kylie Cosmetics. So if you have this, definitely get this out again and play with it this spring. So this is the nice Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette. It was again one of her holiday bundles where she had done one which was nice and one which was naughty. But I believe that nice, which the packaging is lovely because it has like this embossed as well, and this like feels really nice and soft as well. The palette is beautiful. How it's packaged, it's really pretty. And basically this is what the palette looks like. I mean, don't tell me that this palette isn't calling spring vibes over here. But yeah, this is a really gorgeous, beautiful spring palette. I mean, I have that like pop of yellow, that like red, mustard, like bright pink. This is a beautiful shade. This is a Blizzard. Oh my goodness, I really love when shades are like this. Like Blizzard is absolutely stunning. Yeah, maybe I'll do some tutorials maybe using these palettes I mentioned today. So this one is not available as well. It was stocked in Beauty Bay, however it is out of stock right now because I just checked. But this is a beautiful spring palette and I'm sure that some of you have this palette. So I would definitely say to bring this out this spring 2021. This is what it looks like from the outside. It's really Carly Bible basically. This is the back of it and then this is how it basically opens up. Oops, there we go, it's fine. So this is how it actually is from the inside. It's a really pretty palette and it does remind me a little bit of the nice one as well. Sort of, it has like that yellow that the nice one had as well. It had like a pop of red or a mixture between like a red and an orange. I don't know, it does remind me a little bit of nice as well. But this is a really pretty palette as well for spring, I would say. I had to include this in my favorite spring palettes because it just, looking at it, just reminded me of spring. Okay, the next one is the new nude from Huda Beauty. So this is the box from the outside and then this is basically the actual packaging of the palette. It is absolutely stunning. So you get like this little card holder thingy and this is the palette. It's so beautiful. I mean, it has a lot of pinks in it, but for me, like pinks is spring because you have like the flowers blossoming. I mean, these shades are beautiful. You have this pink and this shade is stunning as well. You have that lilac, you have this like purple pink. I don't know. This is really gorgeous and I haven't played with it in a while. Oh dear, what is that? Yeah, I just spat on it and I thought that it was something. Anyways, yeah, I was saying that I haven't played with this palette in a really long time, and I should literally just like literally play with these shades, like, because these are my kind of like favorite shades, and I just had to include this for spring because this is a spring palette for me. So definitely bring this out if you have it. Okay, so a classic in my classic eyeshadow palette for me in spring is this one, the next one. I have taken this palette all over whenever I travel. I remember I took it to Rome, I've taken it to England, taken it to Sterling. This is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It's a really pretty, pretty palette. I mean, it's one of my favorites from Too Faced. I mean, look at the packaging. It is so cute. That's the front and this is the back of it. It's so sweet. It's one of my favorites from Too Faced, and this is how it opens up. Ooh, now this is a perfect spring palette. It's so beautiful, and you have like those pinks over here. You have like that pop of purple, which is fine for spring. This green, which is called Bless Her Heart. Ooh, that is absolutely positively stunning. Is beautiful, and this is how it swatches. It's one of my favorite, like I said, Too Faced palettes. I think this was my first Too Faced palette, and my parents had actually gotten this from Dubai, so it holds a very nice memory to it as well. So yeah, I had to include this in my favorites for spring. So, like, as for like high-end-ish palettes, I think these are them. Then I wanted to mention this one. This is from Beauty Bay. It's the Evolve eyeshadow palette. This is how it looks like from the front, and then this is the back of it. It's basically an eyeshadow palette which holds 42 different shades, and these are all the beautiful shades. You have so much to do with it. I mean, these shimmers at the bottom are beautiful, and like this side of it is spring for me as well. So this has like a bit of darkness going to it, but this is like fun and bright and beautiful. So I just had to include it. And I love how this one sort of, it says, look, see, it's like base, transition, crease, liner, pop, and highlight. So it guides you as well on how to apply your eyeshadow. But yeah, these palettes are really, really worth it from Beauty Bay. Alright, so now these are the more sort of drugstore-ish palettes. So we start with this one. This one is Chillin' in Chicago from BH Cosmetics. It's a really beautiful, fun palette. So this is from the front of the palette, and this is the back of the palette. It's really, really pretty and so girly, so pink. I have like even that pop of yellow, that pop of like pink red over there. This orange, it's absolutely stunning. This is called Jazzy. So this is a really fun orange, as you can see. It's like, oh my goodness, it's a beautiful, beautiful spring shade. So yeah, definitely recommend this palette as well for spring. Another one is the Pixie by Petra. This one is in Rosette Ray. So basically this is the packaging from the outside, from the front, and this is from the back. And this is what it looks like from the inside. Again, this is a beautiful palette, perfect for spring. I mean, you have that pink over here, this beautiful shade as well. It's like a rose shade. It is a stunning palette, and I had to include this again for spring. Like, I had to choose these. Like, it was so helpful when I was like doing the declutter of them, that it was easy for me to sort of pinpoint because I had recently opened them up, so I remembered. And also I'm like trying to use them more. So this is the Essence Ariel palette. I had tested out these, all of them from the Disney and Essence and Catrice collection, and I had to include this for a spring palette because it is stunning. I mean, look at this. This is the Ariel one. This was the first one that I actually had tried out from the mall. It's so pretty. I mean, you have that like yellow gold shade, that red shade, that peachy shade. Beautiful. Honestly, beautiful. It's like such a pretty, and this one, Sea Witch, is beautiful as well. This one, Sea Witch, is beautiful as well. I can maybe swatch out. Oh, it is stunning. Stunning, absolutely. Like, look at how reflective and pigmented it is. Absolutely beautiful, honestly. Putting that in the inner corner or all over your base. Stunning. And I mean, the packaging of it is beautiful, especially if you love Ariel. definitely recommend this one. And then we have this one. This one is the It's All Good by ColourPop. This one, my packaging, I don't know what happened to it. It turned a bit yellow. But ignoring that, the shades of it are absolutely popping. It actually reminds me as well of the Jaclyn Hill, the second palette of hers. But I really love this, honestly. Like, it has like those pinks, those purples. Then it has like a lot of yellow shades. And for me, yellow screams spring. And this pink shade is beautiful as well. I think, yes, ColourPop, on ColourPop, this palette is still available, so you can still get it, but it's really beautiful. I mean, come on. It's beautiful. Okay, the last one is this one. This is from KEZZIE'S, and this is from the Villains collection now. This is the Evil Queen. And I had to include this. So this is from the front, and this is from the back. And basically, I mean, come on. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It has, again, like that pink shade, but then it has like this glitter shade, and then the orange shade, and then this beautiful, beautiful shade. I had done a tutorial, I used this, and I absolutely fell in love with that shade. Even this is pretty. This one is Queen, and it's just a really beautiful sort of duochrome shade. It's really stunning. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and I had to include this as one of my spring palettes. So yeah, those were basically all my favorite spring palettes, like focusing on my high-end palettes and my drugstore palettes. But like I told you, I will do a separate video on Makeup Revolution and I Heart Revolution. But basically, that was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then press subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So yeah. Love you all, and happy spring, everyone.